Sabarimala pilgrimage. The devotees are expected to follow a Virtham, 41-day austerity period, prior to the pilgrimage. This begins with wearing of a special mala, a chain made of rudraksha or tulasi beads is commonly used, though still other types of chains are available. During the 41 days of Virtham, the devotee who has taken the vow, is required to strictly follow the rules that include follow only a lacto-vegetarian diet. In India, vegetarianism is synonymous with lacto-vegetarianism, follow celibacy, follow teetotalism, not use any profanity and have to control the anger, allow the hair and nails to grow without cutting. They must try their maximum to help others, and see everything around them as Lord Ayappa. They are expected to bath twice in a day and visit the local temples regularly and only wear plain black or blue kala or traditional clothing. Hundreds of devotees still follow the traditional mountainous forest path, approximately 61 kilometers, from Irumali, 12.8 kilometers from Vandiperiyar and 8 kilometers from Chalakayam, believed to be taken by Ayappa himself. The Irumali route starts from Irumali to Ayuda River, then crosses the Ayuda mountain to reach Karivalam Todu. Now comes the sacred Karamala crossing, from there to Cheryanavatam, Valiyanavatam and finally Pamba River. Then they have to climb Neelamala and enter into the Ganeshabetam, Sri Aramabetapadam. Then comes the Aramulakotaram, which is one of the stops of holy journey Tiruvabarana Gosayatra, the grand procession of the divine jewelry. These days people use vehicles to reach the Pamba River by an alternate route. From Pamba, all the pilgrims begin trekking the steep mountain path of Neelamala till Sabarimala. This route is now highly developed, with emergency shops and medical aid by the sides, and supporting aid is provided to the pilgrims while climbing the steep slope, which used to be a mere trail through dense jungle. The elderly pilgrims are lifted by men on bamboo chairs till the top, on being paid. Women. According to the memoir of the Survey of the Travancore and Cochin States, published in 2 volumes by the Madras government in the 19th century, women of menstruating age were denied entry into the Sabarimala temple even 2 centuries ago. Though Benjamin Swain Ward and Peter Eyre Connor, lieutenants of the Madras Infantry, completed the survey by the end of the year 1820 after nearly 5 years of research, it was published in 2 volumes in 1893 and 1901. Old women and young girls may approach the temple, but those who have attained the age of puberty and to a certain time of life are forbidden to approach, as all sexual intercourse in that vicinity is averse to this deity, Lord Ayappa, the report said. Before the Kerala High Court's 1991 verdict, women visited the temple even though in small numbers. Women pilgrims below the age of 50 would visit the temple to conduct the first rice-feeding ceremony of their children, Chorunu, in the temple premises. In 1991, Justice K. Paripoornan and Justice K. Balanarayana Marar of the Kerala High Court, in their ruling against the Travancore Devaswam Board, banned entry of women between ages above the age of 10 and below the age of 50 from offering worship at Sabarimala shrine during any period of the year, stating that such restriction was in accordance with the usage prevalent from time immemorial. In addition, the justices of the High Court directed the government of Kerala to use police force to ensure the order to ban entry of women to the temple was implemented and complied with. On 28 September 2018, the Supreme Court of India, in a 4-1 majority decision, overturned the ban on women between the ages of 10 and 50 entering the temple. The Chief Justice, Deepak Misra, stated that the selective ban on women was not an essential part of Hinduism, and instead a form of religious patriarchy. Justice Dhananjay Chandrachud stated that the ban stigmatizes and stereotypes women, while placing the burden of men's celibacy on them. The lone women justice, Indu Malhotra, noted in her dissenting judgment that what constitutes an essential religious practice is for the religious community to decide and not a matter that should be decided by the courts. She added that notions of rationality cannot be invoked in matters of religion by courts. This led to protests at Nilakal and Pamba base camps on October 17, 2018, when the temple was opened for the first time since the Supreme Court verdict came. Women journalists were assaulted by the protesters and camera equipment taken from them, with at least one vehicle damaged. Police and other people were also attacked. A number of women were among the protesters, checking cars to see if they contained women of menstruating age and helping with roadblocks. There were also reports about police damaging protesters' motorbikes. Two women of menstruating age attempted to enter the temple on October 19, 2018 but were blocked by protesters about 100 meters away from the Srikovil. After the Thantri issued a warning that he will close the sanctum sanctorum if they attempt to climb the 18 sacred steps, they returned without entering the main temple. On January 2, 2019 at around 3:45 a.m., two women in their early 40s were escorted by police into the Sabarimala temple, allegedly through a back gate meant for staff. The Chief Minister of Kerala, Shri Pinarayi Vijayan, confirmed their entry. Thereafter, the temple was closed and a purification ceremony was performed. This was the first time women entered the temple after the Supreme Court verdict.